Yo, you wanna know what's going on in the UBA? We giving y'all some real talk. Who got something to say? New topics every week. Sometimes we have
comeback player. The comeback player, the person who last year, had some kind of injury or some other situation where they may have not, been there at the top of the game. But now this season they've had a great year, and in the North we have 3 nominees. We have Charley Davis from BC Crew. I'm sorry, from Lane Crashers. He's not BC Crew. Sorry.
Hi, Tynell.
Sorry, Tynell. Charley Davis of Lane Crashers. We also have Paul Rodriguez of Classic Walk Down, and we have Carla Pereira of Secret Society. Now, Carla and Paul are both recovering from knee surgeries.
Right. Both Carla obviously very active in the World Championship Series on the Vixens list. Has gotten making another run again this year, coming up very high on that list.
Former Vixens champion.
Yes.
She's trying to get back to where she was at one point. Not the greatest season tour this year for her, but again, she's doing well.
She's on Secret Society. I believe Secret Society won their district.
She's on Secret. Yes, she has. They have, and she's all, like you said, she's participating in the Vixen series.
Mm-hmm.
She's back on the list again.
Yeah.
She's been on the list pretty much for almost the entire season.
Yeah, pretty much.
Eliminated or not, she's been there. So she's trying to recover, coming back. She's not there yet. I expect her to be fully.
I expect her to be fully healed, and coming on gangbusters next year. Someone that's definitely been gangbusters this year, Paul Rodriguez.
230 average at one point in season tour.
230 average again, coming off of knee surgery.
The former tag team champion, the former host of Real Talk, the former friend of Joe Algieri,
I think he's still Joe Algieri's friend.
No, he's the former friend of Joe Algieri. Paul, when you watch him bowl, you don't see 230, but somehow he's 230.
One of the things that's always been impressive about Paul Rodriguez is not just his physical game, but his mental game.
He's cool.
He talks a lot of junk. He talks a lot of smack. He is like a prototypical UBA bowler. He plays with both the physical game and the mental game.
He is the UBA. You watch all the videos, all the old videos.
Absolutely.
He's there. Paul Rodriguez, Cletus, those guys. But Paul is the bowler out of that group.
Yes.
Apparently, and he's bowled great this year, which is why he's nominated for this award. The third nominee, as we mentioned, was Charley Davis. Now, I think she started her run last year, at the end of last season, when she bowled the 300 in the playoffs. For her team, Lane Crashes. She got them through to the...
she had a baby inside of her.
She had a baby while she bowled 300?
And while she bowled 300.
I've never had a baby inside of me, and...
I've got a sort of baby here right now that I need to get rid of.
Have you bowled 300?
No, I have not.
Yeah, so that's...
Charlie's got one up on me already.
That's difficult. She has 2 up on you.
It's true.
But
I will never have a baby come out of me.
This year, right now, she's averaging 209 in season tour. And she's bowled 6 matches, 18 games. She's doing well. It's above her entering average. She's continuing on when she started last season, at the end of last season, and the baby hasn't stopped her. So
no, absolutely not.
There's some times where you see injury or something where the bowler says, "Well, I was hurt, and that's why my average dropped." These 3 bowlers here,
no excuses.
No excuses. They're going. Yeah. Who you got for the South?
South for comeback player. Good thing.
I'm not sure where it is. We gotta find. There we go. We found.
There we go.
We found it. We're using Joel's computer.
Yeah. All of these things. The one thing that they all have in common is, again, you're talking about injuries, other maladies, surgeries.
Okay. Well.
Life issues that people have had that they've run into.
Through this, because this category, I'm only familiar with one person.
Oh, which person are you familiar with? Let's start with the person you're familiar with.
I know Miss Amber Sanchez. She's on the team. I don't know her team. She's on. Oh, hey, she is on Slayers. I know that. I watched Amber. I met Amber 2 years ago at Battle Bowl. Mm-hmm. I was actually suspended at the time, but I met her, and she was going through her whole, surgery struggles, with her heart issues, and she wasn't able to bowl. She went through the whole season the next year bowling with a lightweight ball, and then she came back this year crushing it. I watched that Mega Bowl averaging over 200, when the average was only 170 or so,
Crushing it on the Vixens list, by the way.
On the Vixens list too?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. But if without knowing anything about the other 2 guys, I would say that she deserves this. Only just because of it's all me, But I know Amber. She's a trooper, and she's the nicest person you're gonna ever meet in your life. other than Gordon and Doug. But yeah.
Next person up, one of the people that I do know, Scott Brixey, B Squad.
I know Scott.
One of the many Brixies coming from B. This one is coming from B Squad.
There are a lot of Brixies. They're all in B Squad, I think. There's a lot of Brixies.
Should be like Team Brixie. Except one of the things that this Scott didn't do, which a lot of the other Brixies did, is play last year.
So he's bowled this year, but he didn't bowl at all last year, is what you're saying?
Correct.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, I guess I didn't know that. So, but yeah, I mean, I guess when you sit out the whole season now, I guess he's also here because he's bowling well. I watched him. I think I did watch him at Mega Bowl do well. If I had the right Brixie. Again, there's a lot of you
There's
guys.
many different Brixies that are out there. We think we have the right one.
I think we have the right one.
That's what we're hoping for.
Well as well. So I know Scott, like I said, for different reasons, but
his picture's on the screen. Right?
Shout out to Scott. Yeah, Scott. Shout out to you.
That screen. An overlay.
I looked up.
and finally, we have Chris Romans of Precise Vision.
You would have to walk me through this guy. I don't know who that is. I'm being very honest with you.
Chris Romans, I believe, only played very limited time last year.
Okay.
I believe he was dealing with an injury at that point. This year he came back in with a 200 book. He finished 195, came back with a 200 book, currently averaging almost 220 right now.
Wow. Okay. Well,
20 pins higher after an extended hiatus. Yeah, absolutely.
20 pins higher, just like the guy in the north, John Robinson. You know, anytime you're 20 pins higher, I guess it deserves some recognition.
Absolutely.
You know, you have to. But
you got there for a reason. It usually means you've honed your craft and you've tried to deal with the issues that you've dealt with.
As someone that's gone through injury and things like that, I appreciate that. You know, I respect those people that can come back. You know, regardless of whether your average is higher or lower, you know, you can come back from injury because it's not easy. You know, bowling, they say, well, it's like riding a bike. It's not really riding a bike. It's there's so much involved with it. Mm-hmm. There's so much involved, especially when you haven't bowled in a while. You know, your hands swell down, everything feels big. You got to change things around when you're bowling balls. There's so much involved with coming back from injury.
Oh, sure.
And I applaud those three that you have, as well as the three that we mentioned as well for the North.
Yeah.
You know, for being able to do that and still maintain a somewhat of the same consistency as they had prior. You know, so.
Yeah, and sometimes surpassing that, which is even more amazing when you look at the obstacles that they've had to go through in order to get to that point.
Yes.